Oh, hey guys. I was just playing my 3DS, playing some Tales of the Abyss, the 3DS port. I have the PS2 port, but I don't know why I bought the 3DS port. This was when it was just came out, so that was a long time ago. That was a couple of years ago, but anyways, Tales of the Abyss is it's okay. I've only played two Tales games, Tales of Symphonia and Tales of the Abyss, and Tales of the Abyss is subpar compared to Tales of Symphonia. Tales of Symphonia is a lot better, but I guess I do like the FOFs in Abyss. But anyways, hmm. Smash Brothers. It's a fucking fantastic franchise. Um, I think it's crazy. It's just an amazing fighting game. People say it's not a fighting game. It's a fighting game. It's a crazy fighting game. It's really the only fighting game that I like nowadays. I mean, back when the Sega Genesis was out and the Super Nintendo, I grew up on fighters. I used to play fighters all the time. Street Fighter, Final Fight's a beat 'em up. Or rather, I should say Fatal Fury. You know, between those Tekken, well, just all the fighters that you can think of. You know what I'm saying? Virtual Fighter, Mortal Kombat. I've played all of them. I grew up with it, and I liked them. I got pretty good at them. Killer Instinct, loved all those games. But ever since I discovered the RPG, I just can't play fighters anymore. They do nothing for me. I mean, it's the most basic shit ever. And it's boring when you play by yourself. And I don't want to play with people online. I mean, literally, a fighting game. All it is you jump up and down, you block. There's low, mid, high. It's basic. Yeah, you can learn combinations and all this stuff, but it's a bare bone experience for video games, and it just doesn't excite me anymore. You know, especially playing by yourself. I can see if you had friends and you'd want to get into it, but it's kind of pointless to me. But that's not even what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about was Smash Brothers. Now, I think Smash Brothers is fantastic. You want to know why? I mean, I don't even have to say why. You know why it's fantastic. It's quality. There's so much quality. There's so much work put into the games. That's the reason. Smash Brothers has some of the most content in, especially a fighter, like in any game almost. It's one of the tops. It's right up there with one of the top games to have the most content and quality packed into one game. Now I never owned Super Smash Brothers for the 64. I played it when I had my friend Chris at the time. Chris is also the one that saw me beat Final Fantasy VII, and I watched him play Super Mario RPG. I watched him play a lot of games. I mean, he was the type of kid that had it all. You know what I'm saying? Like his parents would get him everything. Before I had a Super Nintendo, he had one. I had to go over his house and watch him play games and all that stuff. And maybe he'd let me play sometimes. Not really. He was a jerk, kinda. I mean, we were kids though, so I'm pretty sure he's not that jerkish today. But I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But he was that type. So I would watch him play all these games, and I'd be like, oh man, I wish I had my own fucking game, right? But we used to play Smash Brothers. He had a 64 and he had Smash Brothers, and we used to play the shit out of that. And I sucked at Smash Brothers big time when I first played it because he had it, he owned it. So that's all he did was he played and practiced. I only played it when I went over to him the first time. And of course I'm gonna suck. It's my first time playing it. He's already mastered the art of Smash. I mean, he's got everything down to a T. I could not beat him. I could not beat him. But we still had fun though, even though I couldn't beat him because I mean, there was things that we used to do, like we used to, put all Pokemon Pokeballs on, and it used to be freaking chaotic. Like we went to Saffron City, and I remember here's one of my video game memories that I remember. That's I still remember fondly because it was just one of those moments. I remember we were throwing Pokeballs all over the place, and they were just flying out, and it was a Pokeball. It was crazy. And I remember it got so chaotic that one time a Chansey came out, and we were kicking each other's ass, and it was a fucking frenzy all over the screen. And then we were pressing the button so hard that one of us accidentally paused the game. And when we paused it, we saw Chansey flying off the screen. Like it was like ah! Like it was flying off the screen, and we could not stop laughing. We were laughing for like minutes, just we couldn't breathe. It was so freaking funny. I remember that. That's one of those memories that I cannot forget. It was just so good. And that just an example of the testament of how fun Smash Brothers is, how wild it gets. It's just so much fun, you know. And it's funny because when I got my Nintendo 64, I never I never had Smash. I didn't have many games for the 64. The only games that I had when I got my own 64 was Super Mario 64, which I played fucking a ton of. GoldenEye 007, which I played a ton of, and I also played multiplayer. That was some of the most fun I've ever had with a multiplayer game. GoldenEye 007 is truly a classic. To me, it's still my favorite first-person shooter. I don't go out there and play first-person shooters. I don't have an interest. There's nothing to interest me. There's no style. There's no music. There's nothing in the first-person shooter genre that does shit for me. I mean, I at the time GoldenEye was like the first. I mean, I know Doom was the first or one of the first-person shooters. I never played Doom, unfortunately. But I did play GoldenEye, and that's how I got into that. I played GoldenEye 007 on the 64, and I have so much memories of that too. There's so much playing with my friend and getting a couple of friends and playing death matches in GoldenEye 007. It was endless fun. It was endless fun. You never got bored. I mean, the reason why I still think GoldenEye 007 for the 64 is still the top first-person shooter is because of the style. Because when Rare made games back in the day, they were fucking amazing. They were 10 out of 10s, just 20 out of 10, 1 billion, quadrillion, zillion out of fucking 10. It was every time they took something, they made it. It could have been a new genre, fighting, first-person shooter, platforming, whatever adventure, whatever type of art, genre that they did, they excelled. They did even better sometimes than well renowned creators like Miyamoto. Like I said, I know this doesn't have to do with Smash Bros, but I'm just gonna say this: Super Mario 64 is amazing. Okay, I have a lot of nostalgia for it. Not only that, it was the first 3D platformer it was basically the first 3D platformer, and it was amazing. But the game's not perfect. It's amazing. It's a great game. I love it to death, and I have tons of nostalgia for it. Now, I didn't get a chance to play Banjo-Kazooie back in the day that was made by Rare. It was also a 3D platformer. I did not get a chance to play it back then. I just didn't have it. You know? And I played it recently, like I want to say maybe 3 years ago. I played it for the first time. It's better than Mario 64. And I have nostalgic goggles on for Mario 64. It's better than 64. You want to know why I say that? Because I know when a game is better. I know when a game is truly better. I'm real. And when I see that, I'm pointing it out. Banjo-Kazooie had better controls. It had more to do, more moves. It had a better camera. It was a smoother experience. It had a better overworld. It just everything was better. The atmosphere. I mean, yeah, I love Dire Doc's music. Don't get me wrong. I love the atmosphere in Mario 64. It's amazing. I love how they actually made Bowser scary with that painting, the scary face of Bowser, and then Peach. It shows Peach kind of creepy, and then it shifts to Bowser, and then you fall into the level. I love all that. The freaking endless stairs when you don't have enough stars and you keep running in that creepy music and it shows the creepy paintings. Don't get me wrong, I love all of that. It's amazing, but Banjo-Kazooie did it better. They took what Miyamoto did and they did it better. I'm not going to say that Donkey Kong Country is better than Mario World or Yoshi's Island. I'm not going to say that because they're both fucking amazing. I'm not going to say one's better because I truly believe that they both did something special and they're both amazing equally. But like I said, Banjo-Kazooie is better than Mario 64. I'm just speaking real talk. If you can see everything and what makes things better, you can actually see, for real, and you've played both Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie, you know I'm right. Now, as I do, I go off. I apologize. This is about Smash Brothers. Sorry I get into it. I want to talk about stuff. But anyways, like I said, I never had Super Smash Brothers for the 64. Never owned it. But I had fun playing it over my friend's house when we were kids. The first time that I actually owned Super Smash Brothers was this game. This fantastic game. Super Smash Brothers Melee. I put so many hours. It's haunting. I mean, if I told you like the most hours I put into a game, you'd be like, what the fuck? Seriously, I mean, the most hours that I put into a video game was probably Phantasy Star Universe online. I must have put easily over 25,000 hours I put into PSU. It's ridiculous. Anyways, for Melee, I put in almost like 1,000 hours. I was playing Melee every fucking day. You go through these obsessions. You go through these phases where you play something legendary, and then you can't help it. You just keep playing it over and over. You get better at it. You get into the technicalities of it. And I did. I just got into it. It's such a fantastic game, and everybody's played Smash Brothers. Everybody. So you've played it. You know it's great. All the memories you've had with friends, with Smash Brothers, even fighting CPUs, just having fun playing the game. It's amazing. And I played it so much, and it was amazing. And they always had good characters. I mean, there's some characters like, I mean, Ice Climbers, people like Ice Climbers, and that's not a problem. It's just that you could probably find someone better than Ice Climbers. I mean, because Ice Climbers is that game that some people played on the NES. I mean, I played it, but I don't really care that much about Ice Climbers. Like, I could do with another character that's more memorable, but that's just me. I mean, hell, people can say that about NES. I mean, like I said, I never played Earthbound. And I was always like, who is this NES character? He's just a little boy with a baseball bat. He's just a generic looking boy. And I always didn't like him. I'm like, why is he here? They should take him out and put someone useful in. I've always said that before I played Earthbound. Then I played Earthbound and I felt like an asshole. I didn't know, no, Ness is the best character in there. Ness is amazing. I fucking love Ness. He's one of my favorite characters of all time. He even beats Cloud. Cloud gets booted down a few positions, and Ness goes up there. It's funny because Ness pones in Smash Bros. 64, but in Melee they fucking nerfed him. Ness is nerfed in Melee, which kind of makes me upset because I tried to go back and play Melee as Ness, and it it just isn't the same. It sucks. I mean, I got so used to playing Ness and Brawl, where he's actually better in Brawl, and in Melee, he's the worst in Melee. They completely nerfed him. But yeah. Anyways, play the crap out of Melee. It's fucking amazing. It's got great characters, so much memories, the music, everything about it, the content was amazing. And then we moved on to Super Smash Bros. Brawl. This game is amazing. It's amazing. I mean, I do have problems with Brawl. You know, I have problems with it. Why did Sakurai put in tripping? Hmm? Is it because he's a troll? I think so. I think he's a troll. Why else would you do that? He heard about the competitive side of Melee, and he's like, well, it's not supposed to be a competitive game. You're just supposed to have fun. That's what he keeps saying in statements. So it's easy to see that he put tripping in to basically troll all the competitive players. I think that's bullshit because tripping is shitty. Like, as soon as I picked up Brawl for the first time and started to play it, when my characters were tripping, I was like, what the fuck is this? And how do I turn it off? Guess what? You can't turn tripping off. Out of all the options that you have, all these items you can turn on and off, all these settings you can turn on and off, you can turn off and on music stages, the music from stages. It gives you total customization. That's another reason why Smash Bros. Is awesome. Customization. If you don't like something, you can turn it off. It's great. But guess what they didn't have as an option? Tripping. Yeah, tripping isn't available. You're forced. Sakurai forced tripping on everybody, and that always pissed me off. I always said, what is better, Brawl or Melee? And it's like, Melee is better, but Brawl is also great, though. Don't just dismiss Brawl because it's slower. It's got tripping. Yeah, it does. But Brawl's still fantastic. I think the cutscenes that they did, even though you're not gonna play through subspace emissary mode a second time, or maybe you will, but you played through it once. That's it. The cutscenes are fantastic. They're fantastic. You know, and I don't know. It's just you're not gonna forgive them for that, but it's still a great game. I mean, I felt so passionate about how good Brawl was, but I hated the tripping and I hated the slow game. I mean, with the slowness, yeah, Brawl is slower compared to Melee, and that threw me off because I'm used to the fast Melee speed of gameplay. But you can do a special Brawl if you want, and you can turn up the speed. That's good. At least you have the option. Unlike tripping, you don't have the option. And I had to hack. That was one of the things I wanted to do, because I wanted to hack Brawl, was I wanted to turn tripping off completely. And it's funny because I hacked Brawl for a long time trying to learn how to do it, and it was a pain in the fucking ass. A lot of trial and error, a lot of stressful moments trying to learn how to hack Brawl. And I could only really hack like characters, stages, items, that whole lot, the interface, which that took a lot of time to do. And all that time I was trying to learn how to turn tripping off, and I just couldn't. I couldn't learn. I tried it. There was a way that it taught you how to do it, and I just couldn't figure it out. I tried it like 3 different times, and I could not figure out how to put these codes in and how to make them work. But finally, after like the 6th try of not giving up, I finally learned how to turn off tripping, and thank God, it's just so amazing. It's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to fucking have tripping. But I played Brawl a lot. like 500 hours on it or more, whatever. It's funny because the point of this video wasn't to talk about the 64. It wasn't to talk about the history. It wasn't to talk about my friends and memories of games or, like Rare's time. And that wasn't the point of this video. And for the people that seen this video and said, oh, seen the title of this video and it's like, oh yeah, let's hear what he has to say about it, and I don't talk about it, I'm sorry. I kind of go off on tangents, but it leads into other shit, and you get the idea. But here's the main thing of this video that I wanted to talk about: the new Smash Brothers. Now, originally, I didn't care about it because I figured, I have Brawl, I can just hack it, put new characters in, whatever, right? But I ended up getting a Wii U, and you know that because I wanted to support Earthbound. That was the only reason why I got a Wii U, was to support Earthbound. It's that important to me. Nintendo needs my money for that game to show that I love it. All the people that love it too, they bought Wii U's just to support Earthbound, and we're all doing it to prove a point. It's to make a point. Now, this point may not work, and it probably won't, but we still needed to do it. Now, putting that aside, well, plus the fact that even though it was just to support Earthbound, there's going to be games that are going to come out for it eventually that will be decent. I mean, Pikmin 3 came out. I enjoyed Pikmin 3. I thought it was amazing. Wonderful 101, I want to get. It looks amazing. I've seen a lot of it, and it looks hardcore. It's amazing. Hardcore gameplay to learn. There's an advanced system. It looks so much fun and so engaging. A lot of people don't care about Wonderful 101, and not a lot of people bought it, but I can see that it truly is special, so I'm going to pick that up. You got Super Mario 3D World. I just bought that just today. Can't wait for that. It's getting glowing reviews. I mean, you say fuck reviews, just play it for yourself to see if you like it. I've seen it, and it looks great. I'm not sure about the music. Like, I heard some of the music, it's okay. It's not crazy good like it used to be, but fuck it. If the platforming's good, the levels are creative, I don't have a problem. And stuff like that. Xenoblade 2 is coming. It's being made. They're going to have Bayonetta 2. So there's going to be games for it that I could get eventually. But Smash Brothers is a big one. That is a big one. That is going to sell Wii U's, definitely. Smash Brothers is one of the most selling fighting franchises of all time. It is so big in the world. Worldwide, it's a phenomenon. Smash Brothers is huge, and you know that. Now, all I'm going to say is that they showed a trailer for characters. They showed the Villager. They started with the Villager for new characters. At first, I thought it was lame. I thought it was lame at first. But then I began to realize that Animal Crossing has an audience. Like, it's an actual game. It's a game that you play. You could connect to the Villager more because it's a character that you use for like day-to-day things. Like Animal Crossing, if you don't know, it's basically a sim. It's a game that never ends for the most part. You could play it for the longest time every day. There's a real clock system. You do chores, you make houses, you build things, you build your town, whatever. I've only played the 3DS one, the new one that came out recently. It was a New Leaf. I actually picked that up because I thought it would be good, but at first it was really interesting, and I was having a fun time with it. I would say the best part about that game is customization. The fact that you can draw things on clothes, umbrellas, you can customize anything you want. You can make anything you want. It's just fantastic. I think that's fantastic. And also, being able to get Nintendo themed items that you could put in your room, in your house, and they have little sound effects, and just a big nostalgia wave of this, these figures and Nintendo things. It's fantastic. I think that's the best part about Animal Crossing. I'm not sure if that's in the older ones, but for the new one, that's the best thing. That's what draws you in. But that's about it. I mean, you're trying to collect bells, which is money, and you're doing this repetitive just shit every day, shaking trees. It's just not for me. People like that stuff. It's just a time waster. It's not a game. It's just chores, and I'm not into that. I played it for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then I it just my Steam ran out. I just couldn't play it anymore. So it's not for me. I don't really like it, but I can see how someone could like it, and also the fact of like putting Villager in Smash Brothers, someone that actually played a shitload of Animal Crossing and grew with that character will feel that growth in Smash Brothers when they're fighting as him. They'll feel like, oh, we've been through everything. We've been through everything. We did chores together. We built houses. We made plants. We yeah, let's kick let's kick Mario's ass or whatever. So Villager, I didn't like it first, and then later I thought, you know what, it's okay. Villager's fine. Now, the biggest one, you all know what this is, okay? The biggest reveal is when they showed the mini trailer for Mega Man. That's right, fucking Mega Man is going to be in the new Smash, and that's the main reason why I'm excited. That's the main reason. If Mega Man wasn't in there, I wouldn't really have a reason to be excited, you know what I mean? But Mega Man's in there, and was his trailer badass? I mean, it shows him, he's like, whoosh, he's standing up on the fucking mountain in the shadow with the moon, and it's just like, swing, and it puts his helmet on, and then he materializes, well, not materializes, but his arm goes into his cannon, and his hand comes out, shoot, and he's got the metal blade. He's like, whoosh, and he hits Mario's face, and fucking coins come out. It's just brilliant. Grinding on Link's shield in slow motion. It's just brilliance. It's so good. And they started playing the music and like showing all the power ups that you can use in his fighting style. Oh man, I just can't wait. Mega Man's gonna be my new main. I'm gonna be all over Mega Man, training with him, playing with him constantly so I can kick people's ass. It's going to be so good. But here's the main reason. You knew it was coming. The main reason why I wanted to make this fucking video. Fucking Wii Fit Trainer. Are you serious? You're kidding me, right? You're fucking kidding me. And then when they first announced her, people were like, what? Why? And then as time went on, people were like, yeah, it's cool. You know, it's kind of out there, but it's fine. It's not fine. It's not fucking fine. You have a character that isn't a character. It's a nobody. All Wii Fit Trainer is some girl that teaches you the balance board and to work out on the stupid casual goddamn bullshit on the fucking Nintendo. Nobody gives a shit about that crap. It's for casuals. I don't fucking care. No one's gonna. You're gonna get excited when they announce Wii Fit U. Oh my god, Wii Fit U! It's the top 10 RPG. The top 10 games of all time. Fucking Wii Fit U. No. Okay? No one gives a shit about Wii Fit. Okay? No one cares. You're gonna tell me you're gonna put a fucking character in that has no history of Nintendo, no memories that you can cling on to of what you've been through for the decades of gaming, no fucking anything. You're gonna fucking put that character in when you're wasting a slot. And I hear people stop complaining that it's wasting a slot. It fucking is wasting a slot. You could have put in another character that had tons of fucking history, tons of fucking nostalgia, tons of fucking, it doesn't even have to be nostalgia. It can be someone new if they're great. Put Shulkin from Xenoblade. People wanted that. I'd take it. Shulk is amazing. All right? A character with tons of history, tons of memories that you've been through with the character. You've played the games. You've been through everything with the character. You feel like you are that character in spirit. You've went on adventures with that character. You know, the whole 9 yards. You want someone like that. Instead, you put in a character that nobody fucking cares about. I just don't know what to say. I just see, I saw it and I just wanted to fucking hang myself. It was so terrible. I couldn't fucking stand it. I just, why? And Sakurai's like, well, you'd see here, um, we fit trainer, no one would have saw coming, so we decided to put her in because no one would know that she would be in. There's a reason why no one knows that she would be in, because nobody fucking wants her. That's why. And people, you know, it's funny. Super Mario RPG is a great game, and I constantly hear people screaming, "Where's Gino? Where's Gino? Why won't you put Gino in Smash Brothers? Gino for the next Smash Brothers. Gino this, Gino that." And granted, Gino's, I guess, I mean, I don't know. I haven't played Super Mario RPG in a long time, but I'm pretty sure Gino's a pretty great character. And people want him in it, but he's not going to be in it because Sakurai is a troll. Not only that, you know, it's not their decision. It's still, it's Square's property. Square Enix has the license to Geno and stuff, but it's not like they fucking use it. Square Enix doesn't use anything. They fucking jerk off with fucking Final Fantasy 13, 4, and 5 Lightning Returns. Lightning has an enema. Fucking Final Fantasy 13, 13. Lightning decides to fucking take on the world and dies in a fucking car accident. I don't know. They don't use any characters. Square has tons of fucking great characters and licenses, and yet they don't use them. But then again, you have to think with their track record, even if they did use them, they'd probably fucking ruin it. Wouldn't be a surprise. I'd be more surprised if Square actually did something good with something. That would be a surprise. Anyways, we Fit Trainer, yeah, can't fucking stand her. It's really not fair to do that to the fans. I think it's bullshit. Some people are not really bothered by it, but I'm pretty fucking bothered by it, if you can tell. It's just bullshit. No one wants her. No one wants her. Don't put that fucking casual shit in my hardcore gaming experience. Don't fucking do that. Oh, let me guess. The new Smash is gonna have, well, between fights, we're going to have a loading screen, or not even a loading screen. We're going to interrupt your match, and it's going to say, please take a break every 15 minutes. Goddamn bullshit. I'm fucking sick of that take a break fucking shit. It pisses me off. It breaks my immersion. If I'm really immersed into the fucking experience and that shit pops up, it fucking pisses me off. Like, they're doing it in all their games. You know what I'm saying? And Skyward Sword had tons of fucking problems, and that was one of them that pissed me off. There's a 99% chance that you need to take a fucking break. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Anyways, yeah, I'm done. I just wanted to rant about it. It's been on my mind. Wanted to talk about it. Get it out there and stuff. So yeah, as for me, I'm waiting for A Link Between Worlds because I ordered it. I actually pre-ordered it, but I haven't received it yet because Amazon's fucking slow. They're taking a long ass time shipping it to me, but It's been getting glowing reviews, and everybody's fucking fangasming over it. Fangasm. They've been fucking freaking out about this. Even people that are like me, that are very critical about things, you know, and that know what's fucking good and what's shitty. People are fucking praising it. You know, saying it's the best Zelda since fucking Ocarina of the Time. It's fucking, you know, it's a Zelda that does not hold your hand, because I'm sick of them, of the Zeldas that hold your hand. It looks pretty good, you know, so I can't wait to try it. Or like I said, I ordered Super Mario 3D World today, so get my hands on that. And that's what I'll be doing in the next couple of days. Right now, I mean, I'm still playing through Tales of the Abyss on the 3DS. Game's boring the shit out of me, but like I said, the FOFs are pretty fun. That's the Field of Phonon, something in the game. You'd understand if you played it. It's pretty neat. I like that in the gameplay, but that's like the only thing. The game is so trying to be Final Fantasy VII, and so trying to be Full Metal Alchemist at the same time, and so trying to be all this shit. And the main character Luke is fucking annoying, and it's shitty compared to Tales of Symphonia. Those are the only two games I played. Tales of Symphonia is a better game, and I'm also playing Ys Books 1 and 2 for the TurboGrafx system. No, I don't have a TurboGrafx CD, but I did download it on the Virtual Console on the Wii. And I'm also playing Resident Evil Code Veronica for the Dreamcast, and it's been fun. Been playing all those on and off when I feel like it. So yeah, it's cool, man. You know, let me know what you feel about Smash Brothers and the characters, and what characters do you want to see in the game, and what characters don't you want to see. Are you excited for Wii Fit Trainer? If you do, there's something wrong with you. Think about it. Think about it, really. Think about it deeply. What would you want more? A character that means shit to history and just they're a generic piece of shit? Or do you like a character more that actually has history? Has, you know, you have memories with, you have games that you've played and grown up with. What do you like more? You know? Personally, I'm still waiting for them to announce Ness and Lucas, because they better be in. I mean, if they take one of them out, okay, but they better keep Ness in, because Ness is the fucking man. And tell me what games you're playing right now, what games you're currently into, and stuff like that. I like to know these things. Alright, I guess I will see you guys later. Take care. Mighty number 9, salute!